Blue fam, sit down, because Xabi Alonso is not just tweaking this Chelsea defence, he is ripping it out and starting again. In the space of about a week, we've gone from one confirmed signing to personal terms agreed on a second to a first-team fullback reportedly looking for the exit door to Barcelona picking up the phone about a France international. This is not a slow summer. This is a full backline teardown, and I'm going to walk you through every single piece of it. Confirmed first, developing next, and the one that could blow the whole thing wide open, saved for last. Let's get into it. Let's start with what's already done. Chelsea have confirmed the signing of Marco Palestra from Atalanta in a deal worth right around 43 to 47 million pounds, depending on which numbers you're going by. 21 years old, 2 Italy caps already, and last season he was out on loan at Cagliari in Serie A, racking up 37 appearances. That is proper senior football experience for a player this young, and it shows Alonso isn't just buying potential. He's buying a kid who's already been battle-tested. Here's the tactical piece, Blue fam, and this is important. Palestra can play right back and right wing back, and that second part matters a lot because Alonso's favoured system is a 3-4-2-1. We know exactly what that system looks like when Alonso runs it properly because he built Bayer Leverkusen's entire unbeaten Bundesliga title around it. Wing-backs flying up and down the pitch as the engine of the whole team. Palestra profiles as exactly that kind of player. And reportedly, Serie A champions Inter were also chasing him hard. But they simply could not match what Chelsea put on the table personally for the player. That's a statement of intent right there. Here we go on the first piece of the puzzle. Now, here's the one Blue fam buzzing about. Pep Chavarria. Write that name down if you don't already know it, because according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea have now agreed personal terms with the Rayo Vallecano left-back, and the player himself has given the move the green light. This is Alonso's specific request. He wants a proper left-back and left wing-back option to replace Marc Cucurella, who's already gone. Sold to Real Madrid for around £52 million. Chavarria fits that left-sided wing-back profile perfectly, mirroring exactly what Palestra offers on the right. But here's where it gets spicy. Rayo are not making this easy for us. Reports out of Spain say Chelsea's opening offers, somewhere between 9 and 15 million euros, have already been knocked back, with Rayo pointing straight at his €50 million release clause. And get this, Chavarria only signed a new deal at Rayo until 2030 last month, so this is not a club that's desperate to sell. They know exactly what they're holding on to. Chelsea, though, are staying confident. Personal terms are done, the player wants the move, and club-to-club talks are described as well underway. This is one to watch closely over the next week, Blue fam, because if Chelsea blink and move closer to that release clause figure, this deal gets done fast. If not, we could be in for a standoff. Either way, Alonso wants his man, and personal terms being locked in this early is always a huge green flag. Now, here's the twist nobody was talking about a week ago, and it's a direct consequence of everything we just covered. With Palestra's arrival on the right becoming imminent, reports from BBC Sport claim Malo Gusto is now exploring his options to leave Chelsea this summer. Sources suggest talks have already been held with several Premier League clubs, and one name stands out above the rest: Manchester City. Gusto is under contract until 2030, and Chelsea value him at £75 million, so this isn't a cut price exit by any stretch. But here's the storyline that makes this juicy Blue fam. His old boss, Enzo Maresca, is expected to take over at City next season. Maresca and Gusto worked together for 18 months at Stamford Bridge, and in that time they won the FIFA Club World Cup and the UEFA Conference League together. That relationship runs deep, and it could absolutely be the deciding factor if City come calling with a serious offer. So think about what's actually happening here. Alonso brings in Palestra specifically for that right back and right wing back role. And almost overnight, the incumbent starts looking elsewhere. That's not a coincidence, Blue fam. That's a manager making it clear who his first choice option is, and a player reading the writing on the wall. Add that on top of Cucurella already gone on the left. Trevoh Chalobah drawing interest from Inter and Como while he's away at the World Cup, and both Tosin Adarabioyo and Wesley Fofana facing uncertain futures. And you start to see just how much of this back four is genuinely up for grabs this summer. Now let's get to the centre of it all, literally. Chelsea have been exploring central defensive reinforcements all summer, and talks are already underway for Crystal Palace's Maxence Lacroix, with reports in France suggesting a deal worth around £45 million is advanced. Lacroix ticks the boxes Alonso wants at centre-back: pace, recovery speed and the athleticism to play a high defensive line. But Blue Fam, this is where it gets really interesting, because Barcelona have now made contact of their own, offering Chelsea the chance to sign France international Jules Kounde. According to reporting out of Spain, the La Liga champions are now open to selling Kounde for around £55 million. A notable drop from valuations that had previously sat closer to £65 to £70 million. Chelsea have actually tracked Kounde for years, going all the way back to his Sevilla days before he ended up at Barcelona instead. So there is genuine, long-standing interest here, not just a summer flirtation. So who do you take, Blue Fam, Lacroix or Kounde? Kounde is 27, a full France international with 52 caps, comfortable at both right-back and centre-back, which gives Alonso serious tactical flexibility across the back three. He's proven at the highest level, having already won a Europa League with Sevilla and playing regularly for a Barcelona side that's been dominant domestically. Lacroix is younger and cheaper, with more physical upside for that high-line system. But Kounde is the safer, more the complete option if Chelsea want proven quality who can slot straight into a Champions League level back three from day one. Whichever direction Alonso goes, it's clear this rebuild is not stopping at full back. Centre back, right back, left back. Every single position across that back line is being reshaped this summer. And Enzo Fernandez's future in midfield, with Real Madrid still circling at a £120 million valuation, only adds to how much movement we could still see before deadline day. So here's where we stand. Blue Fam, Palestra's in, Chavarria's personal terms are done, but Rayo are digging their heels in. Gusto might be on his way to Man City of all places, and now Barcelona are dangling Kounde in front of us, while Lacroix talks quietly progress in the background. This is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic defensive rebuilds we've seen at Stamford Bridge in years. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here. Drop your prediction on Kounde versus Lacroix in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.